Welcome viewers, reviewers, and people who misclicked on the video. We have a very special episode of Grossman Reviews today, because it is the first episode of Grossman Reviews. And on this first episode, we will be reviewing a theory. And this theory has been around the internet for a while. It's probably a little outdated, but nevertheless, I thought it would be an interesting theory to look on for the first episode. And that theory is whether or not the Earth is flat. Now, I'm sure you're thinking this.
I thought this was a logical channel where we talk about logic and it's reasonable. And why are you saying the Earth is flat? Because it's not.
Well, other Jacob, we are looking at the Earth is flat theory from a logical perspective. We are judging the theory based on 4 attributes of a good theory. Link in the description if you want to know where I got all the resources and whatnot from. Now, it may be harder than you think to find a good theory on why the Earth is flat on the internet. Because, although a lot of people believe it, there's not that many good sources. Everything's just like, ooh, why do people believe this? Or something like that. But I did found a good theory that just gives the evidence that flat earthers believe. And as I was looking into this, I was like, this is not going to be good at all. But I think I need to go into each thing with a clean slate, so I'm just going to give it the best shot. I'll be reading this like I'm just walked on this earth and I have no idea about anything, and I'll accept this based on the attributes of a good theory. First attribute of a good theory is logical consistency. Quoting the article, as the theoretical constructs propositions, boundary conditions, and assumptions logically consistent with each other, if some of these building blocks of a theory are inconsistent with each other, example, a theory assumes rationality, but some constructs represent non-rational concepts, then the theory is a poor theory. Now, how does the flat Earth theory do on this? Now, at first glance, everything in the flat Earth theory doesn't make a lot of sense. So it would seem like it would be consistent with each other. Not good, but at least consistent. But think again. Part of the theory cites that NASA is hiding the reason the Earth is flat because they think the government will give them more funds, which is absolutely ridiculous. But another part of the theory states that NASA is lying to protect people. They think if they think the Earth is round, then they won't go jumping off. So basically, part of the theory is saying NASA's doing it for money, and part of it saying they're doing it to protect the people. So which one is it? So not only is the theory absolutely ludicrous, but it also is inconsistent with itself. You fail! The next attribute of a good theory is explanatory power. Quoting the article again, theories obviously explain the target phenomenon better than rival theories, as often measured by variance explained value in the regression equations. Basically, this fails on almost all levels. The article says that there's an anti-moon, the sun and moon are 32 miles long, and it basically just debunks years of science that have been working on. It does not explain reality better. It's just foolish people wanting to do something that they just think is crazy and they think it works. It's basically a meme by now, but it really does not explain reality as we know it. You fail! The next one is a word I do not know how to pronounce. Fasagability. 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 Falsibility.
False.
So anyway, falsibility. Just realize that's how you pronounce it. Falsibility. Basically, I'm not going to read the whole thing because it's kind of long. But basically, it's saying, is there rival theories that can be tested? Basically, if there's no rival theories, then it's not a good theory. Like, if it, it's not like scientific fact.
Good job, you passed.
This one actually passes on this one. This is one that it actually gets 1 point. It is a falsifiable.
You're not far enough away at your size. 2, your size isn't large enough relative to Earth to notice any curvature at all. It's a fundamental fact of calculus and non-Euclidean geometry. Small sections of large curved surfaces will always look flat to little creatures that crawl upon it.
I would tell you, but I think this video, an attribute of a good theory. Flat Earth theory actually has one good thing, but maybe there's another one, because the next one, So parsimony. This one's another long one. Basically, it can be simplified. It can be generalizable. It's easy to explain. And I actually think this is gonna pass too. Because I feel like Flat Earth, it's ridiculous, it's ludicrous, but it can be easily explained. This theory is literally only 4 paragraphs long. 4 paragraphs, that's it. It's a very simple, easy to understand theory. Good job, you passed. But it's a reasonable theory, which actually means, I can't believe I'm saying this, but as a scientific theory, the Flat Earth theory fills out half of the requirements. How does something as ridiculous as the Flat Earth theory get 3 stars? I mean, it's kind of ridiculous that it fills half of the requirements. I mean, it's kind of ridiculous that it fills half of the requirements. I mean, some people might disagree with me. Some actual scientists who know more than me might say that maybe it's not parsimony because it's ridiculous, but I think it can be simplified and understand so. As ridiculous as it says, I give the Flat Earth theory 3 stars out of 5. Not all my videos will probably be
that
this
was a twist
scientific.
no one
There's
saw
some funny
coming.
ones. I think I'm going to do a review on LaCroix. Probably do a couple Office episodes.
Twist no one saw coming.
The Flat Earth theory is valid. Anyway, I'm just so excited. Launching a new channel. Subscribe, like, do all this stuff. Tell your friends. Follow me on Instagram at JacobAG1. Links are all in the description. All the resources I used are in the description. Basically, anything you've wanted to know ever is in the description. I'll be back with a video next week. I'm just so